Well done, my fine hind-legged ladies and gentlemen. Well done indeed. This jumping contest is on fire. Just a moment ago, we saw Estampe, the fearless, show his awesome might. With his impressive, epic strength, he's made a stable yet distant leap, one worthy of a favorite to take gold. Next up, we have the one you've been waiting for, the unequaled, the unrivaled, the unparalleled. Furlbert! Who will emerge as champion and win the great honor and burden of fetching the princess? They want to fetch the princess? Wait a minute. So the one Princess Chimus was looking for was... That's gotta be a coincidence, right? But if that's the case, then this should save her a whole lot of effort. Guess we've done our duty as the paladins of breezes and bells too, huh? In any case, let's check the situation out first. That's right, let's stay focused and keep our eyes peeled. Before the final round begins, let us take a short break and give our two contestants time to rest. For the time being, the competition venue will be open to you all, so go forth and jump to your heart's content. That is what the Rain Song Pond here is for, after all. Greetings, honored guest. You don't seem like frogs. Nonetheless, welcome to Rain Song Pond. May your legs be limber. Tell me about the competition. As you have seen and heard, this contest is to decide the frog who's best at jumping. Our contestants go through the qualifiers, group matches, and elimination matches, and only those who make it through all these can reach the finals. That, sounds kinda complicated. It's not complicated at all. Simply step into the arena and clear the challenges that lie before you. Dear guest, if it suits your fancy, you can also try out the bouncing contest here. This is meant to test the contestant's speed and stability when jumping. I was just about to do some practice here, then take part in the next contest. But my skills aren't exactly up to par. I can't jump well enough on my own. Would you two be willing to assist me? So there's no competition going on here? Of course, the competition's already reaching the finals, so the other venues are now open for practice. Keep practicing, keep jumping, keep competing. That's the way you get better and better. Come on, dear guest. You'll enjoy the bouncing contest too. I guarantee it. Come over here first. We're almost there. This game is pretty fun, don't you think? Paimon wants to give it a try too. Then be my guest. Paimon can pose if she's jumping in the air too, you know. It's pretty much the same anyway. I knew you'd enjoy the bouncing contest. Just now, that was just a game. This is a long way off from a real contest. Only the very best of the best of us can take part in the latter. And this contest will decide who is the best suited to rescue the princess. It's just so exciting. Sorry, dear guest. My apologies. I just can't help but ramble on about Furibert. After all, the whole reason we've organized so many contests was to choose the paper frog with the steadiest, furthest, most awe-inspiring jumps so they could go rescue the princess. There's still some time before the final match begins, so feel free to take a look around. Horellou will use his booming voice to remind us when the competition is about to begin, so listen out for it and make sure you find good seats. Welcome, dear guest. I presume you are also here to watch the competition. Welcome, in any case, to Rain Song Pond. You have come at the right time, but also perhaps the wrong one. The competition is coming to a close with only the final, the result of which already beyond doubt, left to take place. I'm sure you have heard of Furibert and Estampe. They are both leading exponents in the art of jumping, but in my experience, Furibert is sure to win. Furibert is far better at this than any other paper frogs, and has won countless competitions as a result. He is, therefore, the undisputed favorite. He has the strongest legs, the most agile mind, the most resolute spirit. Most importantly, he constantly seeks to share his know-how with all other frogs. Estampe is, like me, one of the paper frogs who learned by watching him. We respect, trust, and believe that he will once again achieve greatness. Before the final begins, I'd like to stay and practice a little longer to prepare for the next round of competitions. If you do not mind, we could practice together. Perhaps you might even come with some good ideas to help me jump all the better. So after choosing the paper frog who will save the princess, will you still organize these events? Of course! This is not just about rescuing the princess. Most important is the contest itself and what it teaches us: self-belief, resolve, bravery. Only a paper frog who understands and embodies such virtues will emerge as our champion. Come then, dear guest. Let's see if you can feel the virtue inherent in our contest. Let me have a go first. Really? But earlier you... Oh dear, what a terrible collision. Come on, chin up, buddy. Let's go again. We'll get it this time. Not bad. You're quite good at this. If you have time, I'd be willing to recommend you to the organizing committee. The next time we hold this competition, we'll be able to measure ourselves against one another. Still, I shan't take up more of your time until then. The final is about to begin. Guess we'll have to see just how good this Furobert guy is. He'll blow your socks off for sure. Still, he did seem a bit nervous when I saw him recently. He was constantly practicing the most basic moves, and then getting annoyed at how he was performing them. But these are the finals. It's normal to get nervous, right? A bit of nerves are to be expected. That's what I thought, but... no, I still believe in him. He's not the type to give in so easily. I've got to keep practicing myself. If you'd like, dear guest, please feel free to have a look around. The finals are about to begin, though, so be sure you don't miss them. And here it is! Here it comes! My fine-eyed ladies and gentlemen, the unparalleled Furobert steps forward to make his leap, and he jumped 3 Lotus Leaves and fell into the water. It seems we have a champion. The one who will welcome our princess is a Stompe. Congratulations to our... No, Mr. Horellou, I protest. This is ridiculous, absurd even. I shall not accept the title of champion in this manner. Goodness gracious, by the morning dew! Come now, you surpassed Furobert in front of all frog kind. Furobert slipped up, that's all. He's just not in good form, you know. That will not convince me, nor any other paper frogs. Anyway, let's give Furobert a moment to himself. We'll continue this later. It seems we have guests. Welcome, welcome to Rainsong Pond. What can I help you with? What's this competition about? As you can see, it is a jumping contest. Only the most legendary leaper may take the crown, thus earning the great burden of rescuing the princess. This is why we organize so many contests. I imagine that you saw the frog who just made his leap. That was Furobert, one of our contestants and the greatest jumper in all the pond. Or he used to be, anyway. Sounds pretty cool. Shame we seem to have missed it all, though. What a shame. You'd have done so well too, Paimon. Why Paimon? Flying doesn't normally involve much bouncing, you know. Flying's faster than jumping. It'd be an easy win for you. But wouldn't that be cheating? You're supposed to use your legs to jump. If one of us had to take part, it'd have to be you. Still, Paimon's never seen you jump that far before, except when you were running away from monsters. In that case, you do well to ask our champion over here for some advice. My apologies, dear guest, and Mr. Horellou too, but I said it before and I'll say it again. I am no champion. But as surely as the Lotus teams stand, according to the rules, you are the champion. I'll be the judge of that. Thank you very much. The contest is meant to pick the best of us, the most skilled of jumpers, to go save our princess. This is a matter of the honor of all frog kind. And Furobert is the very best of us. You know this. All of us do. So Furobert was really that impressive? Oh, we've heard a lot of other paper frogs talking about him. Is everything they say about him true? That's right. Furobert was the best frog in our pond. He could easily bounce all the way across 12 lotus leaves and land on the 13th, and he'd land so lightly that the dew upon the leaf would not be disturbed. He could even jump between lotus leaves amidst a flowing river and not fall into the water, no matter how fierce the current. So I'm guessing he's not in good form right now? Yeah, he seems kinda down. He looked super sad when he was leaving just now, too. He's just having a temporary rough patch. That's the only reason he made that mistake. Please, Mr. Horellou, for the sake of the contest and the sake of our calling, I'd like to ask for a rematch. If you deem it necessary, you consult the opinion of all the other frogs. I am sure they'll concur. Listen, Estampe, I know you're a capital fellow, sharp-minded, and upstanding to boot. But did you not see how Furobert was faring? He left without even attempting to make another leap. I'll speak with him. We've trained together all this time, so I know how he feels. He'll understand. For the love of lotus leaves and lucid dawn. All right, I'll go with you to meet Furobert. We'll come along too. We're, really good at encouraging people. And we're great jumpers too. Have you been secretly chaining behind Paimon's back or something? I'm just good at making other jump. A long way away. Both humorous and polite. Thank you for your goodwill. In that case, let us go together. With any luck, that good humor of yours might soothe his sore spirit. Pawn, protect us. I wonder which shall serve us better, the soft or hard approach. He's here. There you are. The award ceremony is over, then. Just the opposite, in fact. Both Mr. Horellou and I are of opinion that things are far from over. Indeed, I hereby announce in my capacity as referee that you, Mr. Furobert, have one more chance to jump. To maintain the fairness of this competition and to fulfill our duty in the calling, you must do a re-jump. Dear Mr. Horellou, I, as a contestant, cite the competition rules pertaining to competitive behavior that may bring harm to oneself and one's tribe. I forfeit my second jump attempt. I do not want to disappoint everyone again, nor bring ruin to our name. This is the only truly responsible course of action. Whoa, what a professional answer. He even had the specific clauses handy. He even gave it a touch of emotional appeal. All right, looks like playing hardball isn't going to work. Oh, listen, Dawn and Lotus Leaves. But you haven't left the venue. I don't understand what you mean to say, dear guest. This is the best place from which to watch the competition unfold. If you really wanted to give up, you wouldn't have stayed here. That's true. You can see everything that's going on in the long-distance jumping contest from here. If he really had given up and no longer wanted to have anything to do with the contest, why would he stay? I don't wish to talk about this anymore. I believe I've been clear. Sorry, Stampe, and other two guests as well. He didn't even wait for Paimon to finish speaking to hop away after him. Hold for Robert. For the pawn's sake, You two should hold, Mr. Estampe. I have an idea. So tiring. Listen to us, would you? Is there anything else I can help you with, dear guest? You saw the terrible state I was in. I admit, I mostly knew what you were going to say the moment I saw you arriving with Estampe. My answer is no, and so it will always be. Look at my ankles. They are not ankles that can carry such a heavy burden, not ones that can save a princess. A fine pair of ankles I have never seen before. Yeah, Paimon hasn't either. But I made a mistake. No, I have been making mistakes all along. I'm sorry, you two, but I cannot continue competing. Hey, don't go! We just want to tell you one thing. One last thing! All frogs make mistakes. They just need to learn from them, that's all. Good guest, you do not understand. I initially believed that mistakes were mere drops of dew that fall upon our heads. Nothing that could truly knock a froggy down. But I was wrong. Perhaps they were never mere drops, but rather more akin to rocks at the bottom of a pond, withering wood stuck into a waterbed, or a vent hidden within the muck. We can overlook them, bury them, step over them, or pretend they don't exist. But they will not rest, my friend. They will await their opportunity for a chance to come back to bite you. Please go, and let me go too. I am nothing but a mere lotus head who has had all its seeds removed. Even a light breeze would surge through the many holes in my heart and chill me to the bone. I cannot take up this great burden. This is the voice of my heart. I have let all frogs down, including myself. You still have a retry, you know. Yeah, you got another chance to prove yourself. I do not wish to taste the bitter pang of failure once more. My legs and my heart cannot. Whoa, the Lotus Leaf is moving all of a sudden. What's going on? But what? But it should have been fixed in place. No, it's moving forward. Please stand firm, dear guest. I will steer it as best I can. Whoa, this leaf's rocking all over the place. We're gonna capsize. Watch out for the water pillars. The Lotus Leaf won't withstand the impact. Don't worry, it's only a short course, and there'll be frogs at the end to stop the leaf. Yeah, this has gotta be the end. What a close call. Good thing you were here with us. I've trained here before, so I'm pretty used to it. Alright, we'll soon reach the shore ahead. Wait, those two frogs in the shore, are they Horellou and Estampe? What are they up to? Ah, the leaf got knocked away again. Looks like we won't be able to reach the shore for now. Just like this. No, not like that. Ah, I can't control it. Stop freaking out. You're the only one here who has a chance of controlling this Lotus Leaf. Eek, we're going to capsize. I can do this. I can do this. The current feels like it's getting faster. Looks I'm the only one who can control it. Leave it to me. Everyone hold on tight. Ah, we're gonna go over the cliff. We gotta jump. Jump? I won't make it. Would you look at that? Furabert the unyielding, Furabert the bold. He sees the opportunity for a retry and a spectacular indeed. This is a miracle without precedent. He is the only paper frog ever to leap across the precipice. I knew you had it in you, Furabert. I believed in you. The Lotus Leaf that suddenly started moving, that was your doing, wasn't it? It was something that Mr. Horellou and I came up with together. I apologize, dear guest, for hiding this from you. I'd do it all over again. All right then, Furabert. Now that everyone has witnessed your great leap, you no longer have any reason to reject the victor's crown. But it was a coincidence, a miracle born of circumstances. Just one fluke leap. It was only with the aid of these two guests that I was able to do it at all. I'll be honest, we were just having fun drifting alongside you. Exactly, we were just watching from the sidelines. That big jump was all you. Still, our work wasn't in vain. Right? It would have been a waste to stand by and watch such a brilliant frog give up like that. You love it so much, and you trained so hard for so long. It would have been awful if you'd just given up. A tragedy for you and frog kind. Ah, honored guest, truly your hearts are purer than the first drop of morning dew. I am sorry, my friend, to have done you such an injustice. You should have been the winner of that match. Ah, come now. You proved that you were the best of us, did you not? Please listen to me. We have many competitions ahead of us, and I will gladly compete with you 100, 1,000 times more. But this time, we must put our best frog forward to fetch the princess. That is our calling, and the future of Rainsong Pond rests upon it. As such, there is no room for error. Do you understand me? I do. Good, Furabert. That's wonderful. Well, this all seems to have turned out great. We have ourselves a real champion now, don't we? Next up, our champion shall go rescue the princess, and then our calling will be complete. Not to interrupt or anything. About that princess of yours. Yeah, so, you said a whole bunch about this princess of yours. Fetch her this, best frog that. Now everything's ready. Do you actually know where the princess is? Of course! We're about to go receive and rescue her, for she lives in a tower made of vines and giant trees. Only the bravest, boldest, most jumpiest of frogs may evade the thorns and deep mist, leaping atop the tower to deliver the princess from her cage. Princess? You don't mean the one in the forest, do you? That's right. We met a princess previously when we went to the Kingdom of Breezes and Bells. She does indeed live in a very, very tall tower, and she even has a trial to select guardians. But she can fly herself, so Paimon doesn't really think she needs saving. And she's selecting her own guardians. She doesn't seem to be waiting for anyone. Really? Wonderful! That's wonderful! That said, I didn't expect her to be able to fly. Well, that's wonderful. Then I shan't have to go all the way over there just to mess up such an important task. In any case, I must confess to being a little tired. Having just jumped so far, I must rest. Hold, friend. I say hold. Ah, dewdrops above, you shall not escape from this matter. Mr. Horellou, I believe that we should travel to the kingdom regardless to see what is happening. You may be right, but this is quite strange. The princess does live in a high tower, and yet she needs no frog to save her. Estampe, Furobert, it seems that we must speak to that princess. Well then, dear guest, please lead the way.